Hello, welcome to another week's reading vlog. It's actually Tuesday that I'm starting this. Yesterday was... What did I do yesterday? I didn't read anything. I was doing a lot of editing work, I think, yesterday. And actually work. Anyway, I didn't get around to picking up my camera. However, I have finished Fall of the Argosy. So we're starting this vlog out finishing a book. I can't remember exactly where I was at the end of last week. Maybe there-ish. I was just over halfway, but I have now finished this. So this is Fall of the Argosy, the second book in the Argosy duology, which is the prequel duology to the Spellslinger series by Sebastian De Castel, which follows Farius Parfax and her origin story and how she became the person she is today. And I remember saying at the end of the first one, she's still got such a long way to go before she becomes the Farius we know. And we got to a point where at the end of this, she kind of is the Farius that we know from Spellslinger. So I feel like I know her so much better. And I thoroughly enjoyed this. She's been through such a hard time, but knowing all of this backstory to her and seeing all her trauma and the relationships that she's had and why things have gone the way that they have in her life and stuff, I just love her. I love her so much. And then you can see how the way her prequel story kind of rubs off on the way she is in Spellslinger and the way she treats Kellen and the way she interacts with him. And we've got in this duology her and her mentor, and then you see the parallels between Farius and Farius's mentor, and then Farius and Farius's mentee in Spellslinger. So how she's developed into the mentor role herself. Adorable. But yeah, this was fantastic. 5 stars, obviously. I feel like in the first book in this duology, we focus a lot more on the early years emotional development of Farius and a lot more of her internal struggles and her loneliness and her struggles with her own mind, and acceptance and finding or forming relationships and stuff. This one, we still have those struggles and we still have her difficulty with forming relationships and holding relationships and her emotional struggles and development, but there's also such a good plot in this one, and the drama, the reveals, the tension, brilliant, just brilliant. And as I always say about Sebastian De Castel's writing, it just speaks to me. I just love his writing so much. It's witty, it's sarcastic, the way that he addresses you, in the voice of the character, addresses the reader and breaks those walls down. It's just a writing style that really speaks to me, and I continue to thoroughly enjoy that. What I wasn't expecting from this book, I always read the acknowledgements of Sebastian De Castel's books. I just do, or if there's an author's note or author's letter at the end, I do. And if you haven't done that for the Spellslinger series, I recommend you do, because the author's note in Crownbreaker is fantastic. But what I wasn't expecting to see in the back here, let me just read this little paragraph to you, or not the whole paragraph, but just this sentence of it. I hope it's okay if I give a special thanks to Jade of Jadeyraereads on YouTube for her many kindnesses towards Argosy wanderers and thieving squirrel cats everywhere. Dudes, I'm in the acknowledgements, and I didn't know that I was going to be in the acknowledgements. No one told me. I wasn't aware. I didn't have a heads up. If I was the sort of person that didn't read acknowledgements of my favourite authors' books, I wouldn't have known. But I do, because I am that person. And I'm in there. I'm in the acknowledgements of the Fall of the Argosy. I'm in there. So I had a proper fangirl moment when I found that. But like, oh my goodness. And I've got an interview with Sebastian De Castel this coming Saturday, which means by the time you see this video it will have already happened. So I hope you enjoyed. If you watched it, I hope it went well, because it hasn't happened yet. But I will link it somewhere for you to see. But yeah, we're chatting all things Argosy, and I'm gonna give him some words for not letting me know that I was gonna be in there, because that was a surprise. Yeah, that's how my week's reading has gone. It's actually been pretty busy work-wise for me the last couple days. I've had a lot of stuff to do at work, so I've worked a few more hours than I have been. And I've just really randomly come out in some sort of allergic reaction on my arm, which is concerning. But yeah, that is everything that I have to tell you for right now. The other book that I'm currently listening to is The Language of Ghosts by Heather Fawcett. This is kind of like my mindless audiobook that I'm reading. So I'm listening to that like whilst I'm playing games and stuff. For a main like physical read, I'm gonna pick something new up tomorrow, and we will see what that is tomorrow, because as for right now, I'm gonna go to bed. But welcome to a vlog. Hello, it is Wednesday. I'm not working today, and I have decided today to start The Name of All Things. This is the wild idea I had that probably wasn't a great one, because all I was saying was I was in the mood for tons of spooky middle grade, and I've still got tons of spooky middle grade that I want to read. But since reading Ruin of Kings at the beginning of this month, literally 10 days ago, all I've really wanted to do is read the sequel. So that's what I'm doing. From the foreword alone, I was like, yeah, this one's going to be 5 stars as well. And I'm now 65 pages in, so not far at all. But 5-star prediction, I completely believe that this series is going to be one of my new favourites. So once again, thank you to Victoria for sending me this copy of The Name of All Things and the paperback of The Memory of Souls. I am super duper grateful for that. But as I've just discovered that I think this is going to be a favourite series of all time, I've just ordered the lot of them in hardback. I mean, the 5th one isn't out yet, but I've ordered Ruin of Kings, The Name of All Things, The Memory of Souls, and The House of Always in hardback. Because if it's going to be a favourite series, I'm going to want that. So, yeah. But I will continue to read this edition, and I'll probably read the paperback of Memory of Souls as well, just so I don't touch the hardbacks, you know, because they're going to be my nice editions. But yeah, I'm in love with the series so much, and oh, yeah, we're already like right back in there. I'm loving just the way that this is told, like with even the footnotes, like even the little footnotes that are like the person recounting the story interrupting themselves. It's just, oh, I just love the tone, the way it's written. It's beautiful. And the story is so good. We're still following, can I even tell you too much about what this one is about so far without ruining the Ruin of Kings? Where in the first one I was obsessed with the character of Talon, in this one there's a new character called Janelle that I'm obsessed with currently, and I'm really eager to read more about her and what's going on with her, because from these 65 pages, questions, so many questions, but I'm just loving it so much already, and we're exploring like more of the world and more of the people and cultures and customs and stuff. Oh dear God. And dragons, demons, scheming royals, firebloods is a thing in this one. Magical artifacts still, gods, prophecies, etc. Yeah, so I'm having a great time, and I'm going to continue reading this one. because that's just what my heart is calling for at the minute. So that's what I'm doing. Look at these beauties. I got the hardbacks because I wanted them. Oh, they're so chunky. They're so pretty. This is the one I'm reading at the moment. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Ah. Hello, it is Friday. Happy Friday. I haven't done as much reading as I would have wanted to be honest with you. I've been working and in general being a little bit more on the downward slope, but we won't dwell on that because I am 169 pages into The Name of All Things. You will have seen that I got the hardcovers. I am not going to read the hardcovers, I'm going to continue reading the paperbacks, and the hardcovers are just going to look pretty on my shelves until I get to The House of Always, because I don't have a paperback of that one. But yeah, I'm still really enjoying this. This is still entirely a 5-star prediction. I do also really enjoy holding this tiny paperback. Still a 5-star prediction, and I hope to get a lot further through it tonight and over the weekend. But in all honesty, the reason I turned my camera on at all is because I'm going to do a face mask, and I don't have a mirror sat right here, so I'm just going to use the viewfinder to put this face mask on my face, if I can get into it. It would be typical if I then couldn't. Here we go. Do I have any other news for you? Oh, I spoke to the doctor about my antidepressants, because if you hadn't figured out that I'm depressed by now, that's a thing. And we are doubling my dosage, so I need to do more acts of self-care. And this is one of them. This smells really good. Are we ready for me to look really creepy? Because that always happens. Oh, it's so cold. Oh, so cold. Cool. I'm going to relax in this for a while. And I think I might edit whilst I've got this on, actually, rather than read, because I don't want to risk getting the, jelliness on the book, although I also don't want to get it on my laptop. Maybe I'll just chill for a bit. Happy Saturday. I am ridiculously nervous right now because my interview with Sebastian De Castel is in just over 15 minutes. I have my notebook prepared with questions and stuff, and I'm kind of freaking out, which I shouldn't be because I've done this before, but I am. But yeah, that's happening very soon, so I'll let you know how that goes. And in other news, I am 250 pages into The Name of All Things now, and I'm still thoroughly enjoying this. Every time I read even a little bit of it, I'm just like, oh, 5 stars. I'm just loving it a whole heck of a lot, and we're obviously getting more of the story as we get further through. But dragons. Lots to do with dragons in this one, but obviously still demons and gods and everything else in between. And we've seen kind of some of the other relics in action and stuff, so it's all coming together. And I really like Janelle, which is great, considering I think Janelle is more the main character in this one than Kieran is. So yeah, I thought I'd just give you a bit of an update there. Haven't read as much as I perhaps would have liked to this week, but still having a great time. I'm gonna freak out for another 15 minutes and maybe chat to you a bit later. I apologise that my camera randomly cut off in that last clip, but I forget what I was saying because it's been hours, and I'm sure you got my point. Anyway, interview with Sebastian De Castel has happened. It went really well. I am thrilled with it again, and it was so great to get to chat to him and hear all about the Argosy from his perspective and things that may be coming and stuff. It was really great, and he's just a really nice guy to talk to, so I don't know why I was so nervous about it. It was fine. So I can now pop these books away, these beauties. Honestly, the flop. And if you didn't get to tune in live to that interview and you haven't seen it yet, please go back and watch it, please, because it just makes me very happy. And then I've done a little bit more reading this evening, and I'm on page 321 now of The Name of All Things. Still thoroughly enjoying this. I had kind of wanted to finish it this week, but I just realistically don't think that's going to happen because it's Saturday night, and this is 706 pages, and I'm only 320 pages in, so that's probably not going to happen, but it's fine. I'll cope. I'm debating whether I should try and like finish another book this week or not, because I also haven't got any further in The Language of Ghosts because I've been focusing on The Name of All Things instead. I'm wondering whether I should like try and squeeze in a whole middle grade tomorrow just to give you another finished book, but I kind of just want to read The Name of All Things. I'm undecided. We'll see what happens tomorrow if I just focus on getting more into this or if I read like all of Moondial or something. I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow brings, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update because I'm thoroughly enjoying my read and the interview with Seb was great. So, yay. Hello, happy Sunday. I haven't straightened my fringe in days and I just keep putting my hair in these little bunches and hoping that it's passable. Anyway, happy Sunday. I've had some mail this weekend that I haven't opened on camera. I've opened, I just haven't shown you. So I'm going to show you some lovely mail that I got. So I got a wonderful gift from Barbara. Thank you so much, Barbara, for this. I have already spoken to you on Instagram, honestly. Thank you. A little gift. First booktuber I subscribed to when I got back into reading, and I've been here ever since. Lovely to see you back more and hope you're feeling better. Honestly, Barbara brought a massive smile to my face. I'm out of focus. Brought a massive smile to my face, and I'm so incredibly grateful for this. So Barbara got me Locked Out Lily, which came as a recommendation to me from Gavin. I don't think he's actually read it yet, but it was one that he bought himself recently, and when he was telling me about it, I wanted to read it, and it's Nick Lake. I recognise that name. What else has Nick Lake done? Lily wants things to be the way they were before she got ill, before her parents decided to have another child. Sent to stay with her grandmother whilst her mum has the baby, Lily is determined to get back home, but she doesn't expect to find strangers there. People who look like her parents but definitely aren't. Finding help and friendship in some unlikely new animal companions, a mole, a snake, a mouse and a crow, Lily must face her fears and summon the courage to break into her own house. Will she be able to defeat the replacements before the night is out? Sounds really good, and it's a really beautiful edition, and it's illustrated and stuff as well. Let me just find some of them. Like there's bits like that, bigger full page illustrations, things throughout. So it's, oh, that one's really pretty. That's a full double spread illustration. I'm looking forward to this one. So thank you, Barbara, for this one. And then also, The Summoner's Cry, and this is a dark fantasy novella, apparently, by Anna C. Reese? A powerless summoner, a cursed witch lord, a clash of demons and magic. This is obviously a tiny novella. It's self-published, and I saw it on Twitter, and I can't remember who it was that had like shared it on Twitter or something, but the cover just looked gorgeous, and I thought, well, I'm gonna look that up. So I looked that up, and there's a witch queen, dragons, sealing a dragon spirit in someone's flesh to save their life, helpless and doomed to live forever in a child's body, a spell, an ancient war, dangerous visitors, and a grimoire that's nowhere to be found. Two estranged witches must work together if they want to save themselves and the life of the townsfolk they've come to love. It sounded really cool, and as a little novella, self-published, I thought, hey, that could be good. So, yeah, I don't know of anyone that's actually read it, but it's a beautiful cover, so, yeah. Thank you again, Barbara, for this one. I am very excited about it. And then also, just because she's a darling, socks! Got lots of socks with bees. They've all got bees on them. How cute. One, I love socks. I love socks. Getting socks makes me so happy. And they're covered in bees, and if you know me, I love bees. So thank you so much, Barbara, for those gifts, honestly. Thank you so much. Then I also got a parcel from Gavin, which had Frost Heart 3 in it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Because Gavin loves to give, doesn't he? And, yeah, so I've now got the full set of Frost Heart. I am probably going to read this one next month in Believathon. It's quite a chunky one, but I'm really excited. Third and final book in the Frost Heart series. Gavin cried, and I'm pretty sure he's in the acknowledgements as well. There he is, yeah. Special thank yous to Gavin at the Bookkeeper Stronghold and How to Train Your Gavin fame. So, yeah, everyone knows how much he loves the series, and I've 5-starred both of the previous books, so very excited about this one. And thank you, Gavin, for sending me a copy. You did not have to. I would have got myself one. And then I have a package here, which is my Grace and Honey order. So, let's go through them. So I ordered the Believathon bundle, so I've got all of the Believathon candles. First one we have here is Frozen Forest. I actually already have this one. I had it from the first time it was released and have not burnt it because I didn't want to use it up. So having a second one means I can use it. This is like bubblegummy, or it smells bubblegummy. Pear, cotton candy, vanilla and cherry. Oh, Snow Fairy from Lush, pretty much. Next up we have Crime and Punishment. I haven't had this one before, but this is mint, vanilla and dark chocolate. Oh, mint chocolate. Like, not quite an after eight, but maybe an aero. Maybe that's what I'm getting, aero. But yeah, mint chocolate entirely. That, I want to lick it. I'm not going to lick it, but I want to lick it. Lovely. Then we have 221B Baker Street, which is honey, tobacco and amber. That one smells quite festive. Christmassy. I don't know why, but Christmassy and beautiful. Very warm. Warm and Christmassy. And then we have Escape from the Jungle, which is obviously for this year's theme. Coconut, cranberry, pineapple and banana. See, I don't like tropical scents and stuff, so I don't think I'm going to like this one as much. Oh, it's not too bad. It's definitely... Is that the coconut I can smell? Not my favourite, very fresh, but not my favourite, but I don't like coconut and pineapple sort of scents, so I kind of knew it wouldn't be. But as a commemorative item, I love it. And then we have middle grade magic, which is vanilla, candy floss, and marshmallow. I'm going to want to eat this. That is my favourite thing ever. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I want to eat that so very badly. Favourite, this one, for sure. Although Frozen Forest is also very good, but I think this one takes the cake. Middle grade magic. Yeah, brilliant. And there's my haul for you of gifts and candles and stuff. So thank you very much to Gavin and Barbara, and although I purchased the candles myself, Becca as well for just making them because they're brilliant. And reading update, I am no further in The Name of All Things than I was yesterday, so I'm just over 300 pages or something. However, I did say I wasn't sure if I was going to read more of that today or if I was going to try and read something else, and I think I'm going to try and read a full book in the rest of today. And the one I'm going to try and read is The Bewitching of Avalyn Jones. This one was gifted to me by Claire, so thank you very much, Claire, for that. But it's a spooky little middle grade. I'm really excited about it. I really liked the first one, The Haunting of Avalyn Jones, and I think it's like massively underrated. And I think I could possibly read the whole thing today quite easily, so I'm going to do that so that I can get another book done. Not that it's on my TBR, I still have a couple actually on my TBR, but I have plans for those for other things. So yeah, I'm gonna read this now. So let's go do that. Hello, update time. I actually finished this about an hour ago. I've just been sat here doing nothing. But I finished The Bewitching of Avalyn Jones about an hour ago, and it was really good. I don't think it was quite as good as the first one. The first one definitely felt a bit more spooky and a bit more chilling to me, but maybe that's because it's a haunting and a ghost, and the ghostiness of it freaked me out a bit more than the witchiness did of this one. This one wasn't as spooky, but it's still a perfect like spooky season read, just not quite as chilling as the first one. But the first one, as I say, was ghosty, and this was more witchy. But I did still really enjoy it, and it was a super quick read, so mission accomplished for getting another read in, and one that I was eager to get to this month as well, and it didn't take too long. I think it's probably going to be like either a high 3-star or a low 4-star, somewhere around there, but I don't know exactly where. So I definitely would plan on reading more of these, if there is going to be more. I hope there's more. Ah yes, there will be more. Oh, the next one's The Vanishing of Avalyn Jones. It's got like the title reveal in the back there. So yeah, I will definitely get my hands on The Vanishing of Avalyn Jones when that one comes out and continue the series, because I am enjoying them. So yeah. As I say, witchy, there is a circle of witch stones in this one as Avalyn's gone on a little holiday with her mum to the countryside, and there are some witchy goings on, and as you can imagine, with like the witch circle and her fascination with the spooky, she's very drawn to it and intrigued, and there's a strangeness to the village and little charms and, of course, books to help explore what's possibly going on and what is causing these happenings. Won't say too much because probably quite easy to spoil, so I don't want to say too much. But yeah, high 3, low 4-star around there, but another book completed. Hurrah! I think what I'm going to do now is go and have a shower, and then probably read a little bit more of The Name of All Things. But yeah, I'm glad that I've now finished 2 books this week, being The Fall of the Argosy earlier in the week, and this one today. So, feeling good, and to be like over 300 pages into The Name of All Things, I feel better about my reading week already, so hurrah. I say already, it's Sunday, it was kind of a last opportunity, but you know what I mean, just having one more completed thing makes me feel better about my reading week. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to go and have a shower, and I will chat to you later. Clearly I decided to have a bath instead of a shower, but I haven't washed my hair because it was a bath bomb bath and it had all bits in it and I didn't want to wash my hair in that, so I'm going to need to do that tomorrow. But it's fine, I can sleep with grubby hair. However, in the bath I did do some reading of The Name of All Things, and I am now up to chapter 31, which is page 369. So I think I'm over halfway now. Like just about over halfway, which is great, so I will be finishing this up next week. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here for tonight. I might read a little bit more of it tonight, but I'm not really going to have anything else to say, and I've got work tomorrow and I haven't slept much very well at all this weekend, so I should probably try and get a relatively early night, but bearing in mind I haven't been sleeping until like 4, 5, 6 a.m. recently, a relatively early night could be anything before 4 AM, to be honest. But I would like to at least try and sleep a little better. But this is still absolutely fantastic and I am loving it, and I will definitely finish it next week. This was good fun, I enjoyed it, and obviously Fall of Argosy, which I finished earlier in the week, was fantastic as well, and the interview with Seb went well too. So I mean, it has been a decent week, definitely bumped me up with reading this one and made me feel a little bit better about my reading week. Fingers crossed next week will be a great reading week as well, and in finishing this will help. And there's some other things going on next week as well, which is exciting. But yeah, I think that's everything, so let's close off here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, give us a thumbs up, chat to me down below. You know, I haven't done an emoji of the video for a little while, or it feels like I haven't. Let's have anything blue. Anything blue, blue emojis, blue hearts, the whale, the waves, like the ocean, the water, anything blue. That will do. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye!